trying to fit on lipstick and trying to talk is actually not very easy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Ellie Brown from Uptown with Ellie Brown, and I'm so glad to have you guys here. I really just wanted to hop on here and just chat a little bit, kind of do a little get ready with me. I also received some Charlotte Tilbury products, and I've been playing around with some, and I really wanted to just share a few of my favorite with you guys that I have really liked and that I have been picking up all the time and constantly wearing. Great products. There are a few that I don't like absolutely love, and I won't be talking about them in my video. Maybe that'll be something else for another time, but I will be talking about specifically the products that I did really like and did really enjoy. Let's just do a little get ready with me. First, I'm going to be using my Farsali Unicorn Essence Primer. If you've been following along for a while, you know this is my absolute holy grail. I love this primer. I love how it kind of feels tacky on my skin. So I kind of feel like the foundation just sticks to it really well, and I just love how it's not a cream as well. It's a serum type, and I love this, so highly recommend. And of course I will link everything, all the products, everything I used down below for you guys. So we'll start off with the primer. Okay, so my first Charlotte Tilbury product that I have really liked is the Flawless Filter, and this just gives you a very gorgeous glow. It looks like this. I have shade 2. I think they have like 3 different shades. I'm not 100% sure. And all I do with this is I'm going to mix this in with my foundation. It's just a gorgeous glow, very natural. It leaves your skin flawless. If you want the no makeup look, you can use just this as is. And again, it gives you just a beautiful glow. But what I like doing is mixing this with my foundation, and specifically my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I love this foundation, and I use shade 2C1. I love this foundation, but this foundation is a very matte, very like full coverage foundation. So I like mixing this in with the Flawless Fusion just to give it a little bit of glow. So I'm just gonna apply this all over, and I'm gonna blend it all in with the Beauty Blender. So again, just gonna kind of apply both. And you can see that just gives this very pretty glow. And again, this Double Wear foundation is a very dry and matte foundation, so it alone does not look like this. So you can see the reflection in the light. That's like, my foundation is dry. It's all this little sucker here, which again is just beautiful. Foundation is all dabbed throughout my face. I'll show you a close-up here of the foundation and the glow. Next up, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I've been playing around with this one versus the Shaped Tape. I think they're both very similar. The only thing with this Too Faced one, it's not as heavy and thick as the Shaped Tape. It is a lot lighter. It holds very well as well. It's pretty much the same thing as a Shaped Tape, just the Shaped Tape is extremely thick and can dry out. The formula is not as drying. And then FYI, my Beauty Blender is also damp, and I'm never like rubbing my foundation or my concealer, just blending it in, dab. So my concealer is blended. What I'm going to do is I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I am going to just set my under eye, and this is the Morphe M554 brush. Looks like this. Somebody's calling me. I'm just gonna take that translucent powder and set my under eye. And while this sets, I will do my shadow. I'm also going to just set in areas that I tend to get like oily. And while that sets or bakes, I'm going to do the eyeshadow. I don't don't know if I mentioned about the Flawless filter, but I really love the Flawless filter for matte foundations. If you don't like the matte look, applying something like this, mixing it with your foundation just gives you a very gorgeous, gorgeous glow. So if you have a very dry matte foundation, highly recommend mixing this with it. So as my concealer sets, I am going to use another Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette, and this is the Pillow Talk palette. And this is absolutely beautiful. You can see I've been using it and wearing it, but I just love how this comes out. I also love how simple it is to use. I mean, you've got 4 shades, so it's not a whole lot. And in the back over here, they show you the 1, 2, 3, 4. So the idea is 1 on the crease, or kind of like crease and upwards, 2 on the crease, 4 as an eyeliner, and then this one, the shimmer on just on the inner corner. I don't like using this color here as an eyeliner color. I just pack it on the outside on my outer crease just to give it a little bit more depth. So I'm gonna show you how I use this palette. I'm going in with this first color right here. I am just taking that first shade and I'm just going to apply it on the upper lid area. I'm gonna do the other side. So guys, I'm officially 11 weeks pregnant, almost out of my first trimester. I'm anxiously waiting to get my energy back. I feel like I'm just moving so slow all the time. I don't feel like myself and I do not like it at all. By the way, I am using the MAC 217 brush, looks like this. So I applied that shimmer shade. Now I'm going in with the second shade, this one right here. I'm actually taking that same brush, and what I'm going to do is just again dab the color, tap that out, and then for this color, I'm just going to focus right on the crease. If you always want more color, it's always easy to just apply a little bit. And if you always want more color or more depth, apply a little bit more. Don't go heavy on the shadow. Adding color is a lot easier than taking away color. So always remember that. Okay, now with the same brush, and the reason why I'm able to use the same brush is I have this little color switch that I got from Amazon here. I love using this in between washes just because it's so easy to remove the shadow from the brush, and I can just use the brush and it's clean. For the 4th step, I'm taking this color with that same brush, the MAC 217, and I'm just again going very lightly with that dark color and just really focusing on the outer corners. So that's what this looked like. So as you can see, it's a very just subtle palette, very, very pretty. The colors aren't harsh, just very, very pretty, very easy to blend as well. It's a great, great everyday palette. The other thing that I like doing with that 3rd shade is I like taking a brush like this, the Morphe M149. It looks like this. I like taking that darkest color, this one right over here, and I like just dabbing that color and applying it and connecting it to the lower lid. I don't really like going bare on my lower lid, or my lower lash line, I mean, my lower lid. I don't have a lower lid, duh. But I just like bringing that color on the bottom for some depth and just a little bit of color. Very final, the very final color is that very pink champagne pop color, shimmer color, this one right over here. I'm going to actually use my finger with this color and I'm just going to apply it on the inner corner of my eyes. And you'll see what a beautiful shade that one is. You can see just, it completes the look and it's just beautiful. And voila, the eyes are completely done. Now moving on to the contour. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brush off that loose powder that I set everything with. Now I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Bronze and Glow palette. Looks like this. Oh, Also very, very pretty. I'm gonna go in with my Karity F25 and I'm going to just bronze my face up, bronze it up. And again, I'm going to kind of make that 3 shape or the 3 number. So 1, 2, 3. Now for the blush, I'm going to use the Cheek to Cheek, also in the Charlotte Tilbury in Pillow Talk. So it's kind of like the same colors that I used for my eyes, but for my cheeks. Also love the color of this again. I think it goes so well with the shadow and just completes the look so well. Then I'm gonna go back in with the highlight of the Bronze and Glow palette from Charlotte Tilbury with my highlighter brush. That's the Sigma F03, and I'm just going to take my brush and just apply the highlighter. Do you see that? You wouldn't think the highlighter by looking at this would be so pretty. At first when I saw this palette, I was like, this doesn't look like it'll highlight at all, but it actually really does, and it's just a very soft and subtle glow that I just really, really like. Finally, I'm going to do my brows off camera and my mascara, and then I'll show you guys my lippy, and we'll be done. Okay, so eyebrows, mascara on the lower lid is done, and then to complete my look, I am going to, guess what? I'm going to be using the Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to be using the Pillow Talk liner. I'm going to be using the Pillow Talk, there it is, the Pillow Talk Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I actually went to their masterclass while they were here in Houston, and their makeup artist actually gave us a tip. Trying to fit on lipstick and trying to talk is actually not very easy. Charlotte Tilbury's makeup artist said that one thing that they do, instead of applying a lip liner first and then lipstick, they actually apply their lipstick, then go back in with the lip liner, which I've been doing, and it's actually kind of genius. So I'm going to go in with the Pillow Talk lipstick first, and it is a matte lipstick, and then I'm going to go in with the Pillow Talk liner and fill in if I need to. And voila, my look is complete. So what do you guys think? Comment below what you think. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thumbs up this video. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I will, of course, link everything down below. By the time you see this video, we're probably gonna be on vacation. We're taking a quick spur out of the blue. No, that's not the right word. Just a quick family vacation out of nowhere that we were like, you know what? We're just gonna go on vacation. But anyways, make sure to comment below, thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys here really soon. Bye.